So recently the S25 Ultra came out, and while people thought it would be far better than its predecessor, quality has been good, but less than excellent. Now the question is, should you get the S25 Ultra or wait another year? Starting off with some important specs, we have an upgraded battery size at around 5,000 mAh. However, this is not the best battery in the market right now. For example, the new Motorola, OnePlus, vivo, Xiaomi, as well as many other Chinese phone companies also have a 5,000 mAh battery or higher. So Samsung's best battery is not as impressive compared to the competition this year. The chipset in this phone is good, with Samsung adding the newest Snapdragon chip into their phone, the 8 Elite. The chip's multi-core benchmark performs moderately better than the competition with the iPhone 16 Pro Max, marginally worse than the same chip in the ROG Phone 9 Pro, and marginally better than the same chip in the OnePlus 13. Overall though, the competition has mostly evened out by now, which is good, as there is a wider variety of phones to choose from, and all flagships are generally the same in terms of processing power. Now, for visuals. The screen on this phone is good as usual, keeping a 2600 nit brightness, gaining a slightly better anti-reflective screen for daytime use, and having a screen size increase from 6.8 inches to 6.9. Nice. But as it is, this screen is not any more visually stunning than the rest of the competition. At a 3120 by 1440 pixel resolution, it is a good Ultra HD phone spec, higher than Apple's 16 Pro Max and Google's Pixel 9 Pro screen resolution. However, it is the same resolution as last year's phone, and OnePlus has a slightly taller screen with the same resolution quality for some direct competition. To get more specific, Samsung this year is also using an 8-bit color depth display, in comparison to the 10-bit that many flagships are using by now. If you aren't sure what that means, higher bit depth allows you to see more color range in your phone screen, so usually a higher number is better here. Moving on to RAM, which is good, but not flagship impressive in 2025. In the Korea, China, or Taiwan regions, you will get 16 GB of RAM, but everywhere else on the planet, you will be getting only 12 GB, which is the same as last year. In comparison, you'll get 16 GB of RAM on the OnePlus 13 anywhere, and that comes with its generally better specs in other areas already. Also, one downside to this phone in comparison to last year's S24 Ultra is the S Pen's feature removal. This year, the S Pen no longer has Bluetooth capabilities, which is likely fine for most users. However, this means that it can no longer be used as a camera shutter button from far away, and if you are a fan of that feature, there's little likelihood of its return as long as demand is low. Cameras on the S25 Ultra are almost the exact same as last year's, with some software improvements and one upgrade, starting with the same front 12 megapixel camera, which is good in moderate lighting. However, it appears slightly overexposed in brighter settings compared to some other flagships. Now in the back, you get the usual 4-camera layout with the exact same cameras all around, except for the ultra-wide, the only upgrade, which is now at a 50 megapixel resolution and 120 degrees field of view. Overall, the cameras are also not as color accurate as other flagships this year, but that can be changed in settings with enough effort. And if you're a casual user with phone photography, you shouldn't even be able to notice the differences anyway. Other than the main specs, the S25 Ultra also has 45-watt charging, not the fastest, but good, great speakers, although they're not Dolby Vision certified, and a $1,300-ish price tag, all three of which are better on the OnePlus 13. With this phone still being so similar to everything else on the market, the main thing Samsung has running for it is its software and ecosystem, with One UI 7 gaining more Google AI features and improving upon its customization abilities. However, most other Samsung phones will eventually get One UI 7 within this upcoming year, and the S24 Ultra just got its hands on One UI 7 recently as well. So if you specifically want a Samsung phone, my recommendation would be to get something in the S24 lineup or the S23 Ultra, or wait another year for some improvements on the S26 lineup, as this year, in my opinion, is not worth it. Otherwise, comparable competition for the S25 Ultra would be the OnePlus 13, the Vivo X200, or the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more and support me, don't forget to like the video, click the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys later.
Please tell me I was recording. Oh dear. Oh, I was. Oh, goody.